Hi students, welcome to Alphos e-learning chemistry classes for second year. The running chapter is solid state and now we are in session number 10. In previous sessions we are discussing about the unit cell of cubic crystal systems, where we are finding three crystal systems in cubic system, that is nothing but simple cube, face centered cubic crystal system and then body centered cubic crystal system. And in last previous sessions what we are discussing is nothing but we are analyzing the unit cell, simply we can say like that, and what are the lattice points and where the positions present and how many lattice points will present for unit cell, and then the contribution of the atoms that present in each lattice point, and then the mass of the unit cell, and then the volume of the unit cell, and we are also able to derive the equation related to density of the unit cell also. And in last session what we discussed is nothing but the relation between the atomic radius and the edge length of the unit cell with reference to the distance between the nearest neighbors. It is because when we are trying to get the relation between atomic radius and edge length, it is not at all possible to direct relate these two, and thereby we are considering the edge length in terms of the nearing or nearest neighboring distances, and then the nearest neighboring distances are useful in measuring the atomic radius. All these we proved in previous session, and thereafter finally what we are getting for the radius of atoms in different cubic crystal lattices or in cubic unit cells, we are having the formulae, and those formulae are now useful in deriving the equation related to the next topic. It is nothing but the packing fraction or the packing density. Packing fraction or packing density, it is nothing but already we defined it in previous session, and again I am defining here. Packing fraction or packing density is nothing but in a unit cell which is of cubic in shape, the atoms which are occupying at different lattice points which are closely packed, they are spherical in shape. In a cube, when the spherical or spheres are arranged, among them, even though they are very closely packed, even then there are some gaps among these spheres. Those gaps are nothing but known as voids or empty spaces that exist. And now when some empty space is present, that means the total volume available in the unit cell is not completely occupied by the atoms. In such a case, we are considering how much of volume is occupied by the atoms in a given unit cell and the volume of the unit cell. That ratio is considered as the packing fraction or packing density. In this session we are going to derive the relation, or we are going to find the packing fractions for different cubic crystal systems or cubic crystal unit cells, and in such a derivation we require the relation between atomic radius and the edge length. For that purpose, let us recollect or recall the previous session derivation, nothing but the formulae that are related to radius and the edge length relation for different cubic unit cells. Here let me give that one. First one is nothing but simple cube. In case of simple cube, the radius of atom is related to edge length as R is equal to A by 2. Already we know in previous session the same thing. And then for FCC, what is the relation between R and A? Can you recollect? R is nothing but A by 2 root 2. A by 2 root 2. And in case of BCC, that is body centered cubic, R is equal to root 3 A by 4. These are the derivations what we made in previous session that relates atomic radius with the edge length. Clear? And now these relations are useful in finding the packing fraction or packing density in different unit cells. And now let us go for that packing fraction. Packing fraction, or it is also known as, or it is packing density. Packing fraction or packing density. It is given as packing fraction is equal to V bar by V. Here V bar is nothing but the volume occupied by the atoms in unit cell by volume of unit cell. This is nothing but the packing fraction. As we know, for cubic unit cell, that is cubic cell is like this. When edge length is A, for cube all the three, that is length, width and height, all these three are same. Edge length is A, and then volume is nothing but A cube. We know this formula already. We have this formula in previous sessions, clear? And now that means the V volume of the unit cell we know. We have to find the volume occupied by the atoms in that unit cell. How to get it? It is nothing but V bar is nothing but equal to the number of atoms that can present in that unit cell. Number of atoms, say for example, already this is also known. For simple cube, Z is 1. For FCC, Z is 4. For BCC, Z is equal to 2. As you know, because it is nothing but the number of atoms per unit cell already we measured. It is nothing but the sum of contributions of all the atoms at different lattice points is the number of atoms present in unit cell. Is it not? After getting this, and now the volume occupied by the atoms in unit cell is nothing but number of atoms into volume of each atom. That will provide the volume occupied by the atoms in the unit cell. And now how to get the volume of atom? As we know, atom is spherical in shape. Is it not? For sphere, what is volume? Volume of atom. Volume of atom is nothing but 4/3 pi r cube. Here r is nothing but radius of the atom. Clear? So now we are having the formula packing fraction is equal to V bar by V. This is equal to Z into, what is Z? Z is nothing but the number of atoms that present in unit cell of the cubic crystal. That cubic crystal may be simple cube, face centered cubic or body centered cubic. Depending on that, we can guess Z value into 4/3 pi r cube. What is r? Radius of the atom that present in that particular unit cell. That radius depends on this type of cubic unit cell. Clear? And now this is the volume occupied by atoms by A cube. What is A? A is edge length, and with that one A cube is providing the volume of unit cell. This is the formula to measure the packing fraction of any unit cell. Are you following? Here Z is nothing but the number of atoms per unit cell. That depends on the type. And then R is nothing but the radius of the atom. Clear? And A cube. A is nothing but edge length of the unit cell. So with all these, if we substitute these values, we will get the packing fraction for different kinds of cubic unit cells. And now let us derive the equation, or let us calculate the packing fraction in each type of these three one by one. And let me start with the first one. I think when I start and I solve first one, automatically you will get the idea how to get the remaining two. Clear? And now let me start that one. Packing fraction altogether, what we are getting now, the formula is, first let me write that formula, and thereby we can easily substitute the values for different cubic crystal. It is packing fraction is nothing but V bar by V, that is Z into 4/3 pi r cube by A cube. This is the formula for packing fraction. Clear? And now let us first solve for simple cube. Simple cube packing fraction is equal to z value for simple cube is 1, and thereby it is 1 into 4/3 pi r cube by a cube. But for simple cube, r is equal to what is the value? A by 2. That's why we are substituting that a by 2 value here. Let us substitute. Packing fraction is equal to 1 into 4/3 into pi by a cube. This one I am writing. And r, it is nothing but a by 2. So a cube by 2 cube. We can write like that in a simple manner. And now a cube get cancelled. Here cube of 2 cancel with this. Now what we are getting is pi by 6, that is 3.14 by 6. This is equal to 0.52. This is packing fraction for simple cubic crystal. And in case if it is in percentage, it is 52%. That means when the atoms are arranged in simple cubic system, only 52% of the volume of the unit cell is occupied by the atoms that exist or that present, that arrange in the simple cubic system. Clear? That means the remaining 48% is void. It is an unoccupied space that can exist. Almost all 50% is waste. 50% of the volume is not occupied by the atoms. Clear? And now with this one, just what we are doing is the z value of that system and r in terms of a we are substituting and we are getting the values. And now let us go for the second one, where it is face centered cube, face centered cubic crystal. In this case, the second one is FCC, face centered cubic crystal. Here packing fraction, again it is z. What is z value? 4 into 4/3 pi r cube by a cube. But here for FCC, z value is 4 and r is a by 2√2. This is r value. Clear? And now let us solve this. 4 into 4/3. For convenience sake, I am separating the denominators and numerators. Pi by a cube into r. It is a cube by 2√2 cube. Clear? And now a cube get cancelled. For convenience sake, let me write 4 into 4/3 into pi by 2 cube into 1/√2 cube. And now this 2 cube is nothing but 8. We can write this is equal to 8. And when it is 8, 4 2's. And this 2 times. Clear? And now when we are having this 2/2, instead of this, it is better to go like this. Let me write, this is 2 cube, and now let us cancel this with 1 cube, and let me write this 4/3, that is 4/3 into 2 is nothing but 6 into pi by, already this 2 is multiplied with this, it is nothing but I am making you to easy cancellation. √2 cube means it is √2 into √2 into √2, and we know this 2 is nothing but equal to 2, cancelled with 2. And now √2 by √2 is nothing but √2, And now what we are getting finally is root 2 pi by 6. This value is 0.74 or it is equal to 74%. You can solve on your own. Just I am trying to make you to easy understanding. That's all. It is 4 into 4 by 3, 2 cube. We can write 4 into 2. We can write like that. So that 4 cancel. The remaining 2 is multiplied with this 3. We are getting 6. The remaining value is 4. This 4 and this root 2 into root 2. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. So 2 times. And the remaining 2 by root 2 is nothing but root 2. That's why we are getting root 2 pi by 6 value. Are you clear with this one? Just you practice this. After cancellation, just it is nothing but the cancellations of the roots. Now it is 0.74. The highest percentage of packing is observed here. Only just 0.26%, that 0.26 fraction, that is nothing but 26% is unoccupied. That means it is nothing but only having 26% void. This FCC. Clear? And now let us go for the third one. That is nothing but BCC. Body centered cubic structures. Body centered cubic crystal packing fraction. Now let us go for the third one. It is BCC. Here again packing fraction is nothing but Z into 4/3 pi R cube by A cube. But for BCC, Z is 2, already we know, and R is nothing but here we are getting root 3a by 4. These are the values for BCC structure. And now let us substitute these values here. Z is 2 into 4 by 3 into pi by a cube. For convenience sake I am writing like this, into R cube. It is root 3 cube a cube by 4 cube. A cube get cancelled. And now it is 2 into 4 by 3 to pi into root 3 cube, that is root 3 into root 3 into root 3. You can write like this. And it is 4 into 4 into 4. And now these two, root 3 into root 3 is nothing but 3, cancelled. And now 4 cancelled, and it is 2 times cancelled. Now the remaining part is nothing but root 3 pi by 8. Just you observe, 2 into 4. Clear? Root 3 pi by 8 value. And when, in case if we are considering the numerical, it is equal to 0.68. That is 68% of occupancy. That is nothing but the packing fraction is 0.68, or the percentage of packing is nothing but 68%. Like that. Now let us consider the packing fraction. What is packing fractions for these three? It is 0.52 for simple cube, 0.74 for FCC, and 0.68 for PCC. Just you remember this packing fraction or packing density. In case if they ask you for percent, then just you have to multiply with 100. Then you are getting 52%, 74 and 68. Sometimes they will logically ask the unoccupied percent. In case of this, what is the void percent? 48%. In case of this, what is the void percent? This means it is FCC. In case of FCC, what is the void percent? Just it is nothing but 26% of void is observed. In case of BCC, the void percent is 32%. Like that, they may ask regarding the packing fraction, that is nothing but packing density, or they indirectly they may ask for void percent. Whatever it may be, once if you are knowing the fraction of the packing fraction, automatically 1 minus that packing fraction gives the unoccupied space, nothing but the void space. Into 100 will give the void percent. Here also packing fraction into 100 will give the packing percent. Like that we have to solve the numericals related to this. In the coming session we are going to relate the radius of the ions with the edge lengths. The radius of the ions, because up to till now what we are discussing for the last few sessions are nothing but only we are considering the that is a metallic or the atomic occupancy of the unit cell. That is nothing but simply we are considering the atoms are the constituent particles in the crystal. Instead of atoms, when atoms, all the spheres, that is nothing but all the lattice points are occupied by the same size atoms. But in case if it is occupied by different ions, because as the cation and anion in most of the cases are not equal in size. In case if the ions are present, we can't represent one ion with the other one. Say for example, in case of metal, sodium metal, all the atoms that occupy the crystal is nothing but Na. But if the crystal is from NaCl, that is nothing but sodium chloride, then sodium is present at one place and chlorine is present in the other place. So we have to relate these two ion pair, these two ionic pair radii with the edge length of the unit cell. Ionic pair radii with this one. Here these two are not equal, and thereby what we have to consider is Ra. A is nothing but anion plus Rc, nothing but cation. These two sum, how they are related with the edge length, we have to measure. It is actually for competitive examination, questions, most of the questions are asked based on that concept. That is, even though we are studying the metallic crystals, they are asking sometimes in ionic crystals what are the relations between the radius of the ions, that is cation and anion, and the edge length. That's why in the next session we are having that discussion. Clear? Thank you.